So, another AV jam, and I'm on my own. And there's a reason for that, and you'll see why. Alright, I'll walk over, see if we can very quickly see. So the idea is I'm going to take this out of the box, I'm going to set it up the way I'm guessing it should be set up, and I'm going to use it, right? Then I'm going to let Chase do exactly the same thing. This should be fun. So, as I said, P21. Let's do the obligatory unboxing. Can you do a one-handed unboxing? Hang on. First time I've done this, actually. Oh, look, it's start here. 100%, he misses that. 100%, right? So I wanted to show you what's in the box, but a quick little thing as well, which Polly have done, and I understand why. So, in the box, stand, power supply, USB-C cable, the start here thing that I said Jake will totally miss, which he will. Oh, look, read that. If you connect the P21 before downloading the required drivers, your system will display a blank screen. So the idea is they've told you, basically, start here, please. Otherwise you may have an issue. So, P21, all set up. Looking very nice with this. I believe it's called oatmeal, is the colour of that, would you believe? Couple of things before I plug it in. The stand, the pedestal, is really easy to install, but the tip, lie it flat on the table, just protect it and slot it in while it's laid down, because it's easier. Because if you try and put it on while it's stood up without being able to see underneath, you do what I did and nearly broke it. This as well, number 2. So the cable that comes with the P21, USB-C to USB-C, but it's hard one-handed. The adapter is A to C, and that comes with it. Now that A to C adapter, put that with the P15 as well, because the amount of people that I know that have got P15s and then had to go run around and get a C to A to plug into their laptop is quite a lot. So, drivers installed nice and easy. Click, run, couple of next installers. It does check that your system is capable, but a normal next install, and then there we go. The only thing I've done is extended the display. Okay, it's defaulted to duplicate. I did an extend. So a couple of things. The famous rocket button. Now I have set so you can actually see it, because I use lens, as you can see, and I'll take you through the settings. My rocket button, just so you can actually see something do something, just turns the lights on and off. The lights, by the way, down the back, you see my hand, down the back behind is like a really small ridge, and I don't know if you can actually see it. Can you kind of see that almost crease here? That makes sense? Yeah, so that ridge, if you run your hand down said ridge, the light goes up and down. Yeah. But actually, if you just touch the top, it comes on, and touch the bottom, it says, it goes off. Very nice, okay. Camera, microphones, blah, 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 as you do. Microphone, mute, you go red underneath. If you're on a call, it goes green. And then volume control. As you heard, it was at max. That little notification is on max. So there you go, good. Teams button. Does what Teams buttons always do and just open Teams. So if I go to this. So this is where you get to play with the system, he says. I'm going to make it a bit bigger. Now, what I've done, what do I want my rocket button to do? I've chose, as I said, vanity light, so you can see what it does. Hold resume, play pause, status lights, no idea, end call. App button. You've got an option of Microsoft Teams and Zoom. Now your app button is this bad boy. And if I change that to Zoom, ta-da! I'm back. Which app does it open? To be honest, I'll never use it. I've got it. Flickr, as I expected, and then From there, not too much else, but you don't need too much else. Whether you want status lights for certain things on or off, but you don't need much else. And then at that point, do you want to mess about with the camera, or do you just want to leave everything pretty much set to auto, which I have done. So there is lens. Okay, P21, he's in the room. I've left him a couple of little tips. Let's see what happens. Go on then, make it work.
Start with the bigger man. Give me a web address.
Was that right? Fuck it then.
Yeah.
Give me a bit of that with a web address, fuck it.
Making me load something. Setting up a device, right. Is that it? Setting up a... Nothing. I better read the beer map then, hadn't I? Watch the setup video. Really? Yeah, I've got PolyLens app, yeah. Okay, right. Okay. We're setting it up. Hang on, is it still setting up? Okay. Oh, device is ready. I was just impatient then, right?
There's a false sense of security.
So now what? Welcome to Studio P21. You'll need to download additional software. Setting up with... What? Studio P21. Connected, download. You got to download... So because I had lens, that helped. And my BMI.
Why you patiently wait for this?
Still haven't. It's hardly plug and play, is he?
So this is the whole point, and I get the start here. I get the other little tips. Like I said, I give them a couple of tips. Even the big red one.
Hey, I couldn't see that.
See.
No, if you connect the P21 before downloading required drivers, your system will... You see, if you put your laptop there, you can't see there.
Now, I did you a little bit of a favour. That's actually on the back.
It's on the back.
When you plug the cable in. But because I'd already built it, I just left it for you as a, here's 3 massive tips of how to make this work.
Do you want to allow this to... What? Yes.
And our IT policy now wants you to
Yeah.
sign in to allow you to install the software. Now that's the same spot. Right, so here we are, record. Right, so IT problem overcome. I say IT problem, it's a security policy. That could be any customer with a security
Yeah, anyone
policy.
with a security policy would have the problem I've just had. So I've got to install... Okay, so I'm in.
You're in. You'll set to a duplicate display, which duplicates the resolution of your dodgy Microsoft Surface
Yeah.
in its stupid 3x2 instead of 6x9.
Oh, and there's lights here. Is that it?
That's it. That's your P21.
Right, we're going to do a test call. We're going to... The part of the video, whole video conferencing experience is the far end user's experience. So we're going to show that in a recording because we've showed everything else, haven't we? It wasn't easy to set up. How does it perform in real life? The setup was shit, to be honest.
Okay. We're in a call. First thing, how do I sound through the microphone on the P21?
I think you sound good. Yeah.
Yeah, sound fine to me.
Sound good.
The audio coming in is okay. Can you turn it up? When you button, the screen flashes a bit. That's all right, I suppose.
So
There's
when you get to max volume, you hear it kind of double beep.
Yeah, I got that.
Now, One thing I found with that yesterday, and I don't know if you do, is when I spoke to people, they said exactly the same to me. You sound fine. The microphones are perfectly acceptable. But for me, I felt like the speakers needed a bit more, or could have done with a little bit more. Now, I understand it's a personal device, and it's potentially me in my office, but they're still they still feel a little quiet.
Yeah, because it is being marketed as like a premium personal device, so you do expect kind of that little bit of premium, don't you?
I want a bit more
Yeah.
poke.
I suppose what you're saying is I've got it on maximum for it to be comfortable. So there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere
That's
to go.
it. No,
Okay, so the lights. Shall I? I'm going to put the lights on now. Okay, right. The lights are on.
Are you sure you've switched them on? That'll be what today? One.
Yeah, they're on, and I can dim them.
Oh, so you can turn them off.
you could notice a little bit of change. They're nothing drastic. So here's a test I did yesterday, and genuinely it made me chuckle. Now, people may say that, yeah, but you're never going to do that. Potentially you are. Go turn the lights off in that room. Now, I know it's sunny outside, but genuinely, just go and run and turn the lights off.
Yeah, but if you're never going to do it, then what's the point?
Well, I would. So the whole point is if I'm at home and I've got this as my screen,
Yeah.
I ain't getting up at 4 p.m. on a winter's night to turn a big light on.
Yeah, true.
I'll just use them. Are they on or off?
Right, I've turned them off.
Right, now put them on.
Well, like it kind of looks like you've just got out your phone and it's just like, you know, the light from like your screen, you know, when you're in bed and then you get your phone out and just your face is slightly lit up from your phone. That's what it looks like.
And this is what I'm thinking. Where's the rest of the light? Now, what you should be able to see from JC's phone looking at the screen, the lights are on the side. So if I show you, Ames, the lights are on the side, but they're behind the screen.
Right.
So they're actually facing left and right. They're not facing forward.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like a fill light as such. They're not directional. They're not looking at you. It's not like if I had a ring light above that was giving you direct light. It's not.
It's just it's one of them things. It's not an essential thing for it to have, but it's like if you're gonna have it, at least do it right. Like either don't have lights or have lights that actually light up more than your phone screen.
I actually completely agree with that.
Well, here's the thing, right? And it's a conversation me and you had yesterday. Without talking about actual cost, the cost of that P21, or because the lights aren't really worth much, isn't it? The P21, a 21-inch screen, or you buy a 27, a 34 if you wanted to, if you had the real estate, curved monitor. The camera in the P21 is the equivalent of a P5.
Yeah.
And then use something like a Sync 20. Pound for pound, probably the same price.
I'd take
real estate. I'd say bassier, beefier speakers. Microphone, you'd like to say the polys, they're about the same. Camera's the same quality.
So one last question before we finish then. Acoustic fence?
No.
Oh, God. Noise block?
Oh. Well, no setting in lens. So if the setting's not in lens, it's either permanently on or they don't have it. Now, if you've got anything you can rustle.
I'm screwing up the paper here.
I can still hear it.
Yeah.
Can you?
I'm going with no noise block, no acoustic fence.
I've
Because
noticed
I'm guessing if you walked out a shot. That's no longer a quick start. If you just wheel to the side and keep talking, I'm guessing we can still hear you.
4, 5, 6, 7. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we still got you.
I feel like we can hear you louder.
So no noise block, no acoustic fence. The camera obviously doesn't track. It's a personal camera like the P5. I mean, I do like the camera. The camera's good quality, but at the same time, like I said, put a P5 on your own favourite monitor and you're getting the same, if not better, experience.
Yeah. And then you can just buy a £20 ring light from Amazon.
You need a light. Right, that's it. See you on the next one.